Bing bada boom bang bing. Roar, roaring fire. Everything's dying. Everything is desolate. Roar. We're dead. It's over. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. We're ending stream immediately. Imagine if I did that to you guys one day. I just immediately ended stream after I pressed go live. Just was like, actually, never mind. We're not going live today. The Roaring Night? No! The Roaring Moon! From the hit video game Pokemon. I don't know what the Roaring Night is. Okay, everybody calm down. Take a deep breath with me. If today's stream crashes like it did yesterday, I'm gonna cry. You guys are going to see me cry. It's going to be a mess. I'm gonna be a mess. It's not gonna be pretty. And you guys will have to deal with that. But you know what? That's okay. Today we're doing only nice things, only fun little cool things. AKA I'm gonna not shut the fuck up about my random fantasy races again because I really like writing them. And I was like, you know what? This is great. And you know what? Shay yesterday said that I'm not fantasy racist. So I'm taking that as a win because Shay said so. So we're doing great. We're doing wonderful. Okay. I was so bummed, like, my computer crashed, and when my computer crashes, I can't turn it on for, like, another, like, 20 to 30 minutes because it needs to, like, calm down. My computer has timeout time, sometimes. Has me in a headlock. It's all technically complex. It's all the technical complexity I've wanted from Pokemon. You know what? You live your dream. You live your mecha Pokemon dreams. That's all I know about Digimon. I wasn't a Digimon kid. I was a Bakugan kid. I was a Bakugan kid and a Pokemon kid. And I'm out here. I'm yawning. Jesus Christ. We're doing great. I got my favorite soup today because I remembered to text my mom to pick me up some on her way home from work. Because she gets off at lunchtime. So I was like, hey, mom, you should get me my soup. Wouldn't that be crazy kooky? And so I got my favorite soup, which is the loaded baked potato from Subway. If you've never had loaded baked potato from Subway, you're missing out. It's the best. And I'm gonna get close to the mic real quick. It is the best soup you've ever had in your life. I am dead serious. It's so good. It's so hearty and tasty. And if you're a slut for potatoes, it's the perfect soup. I love me some good chunky ass baked potato soup. It is so tasty. So tasty. Yummy in my tummy. And I got a lot of it today. And I'm happy now. So we're going to be talking about fantasy. And my fantasy world specifically, because I never shut up about it. You guys are just stuck hearing about it constantly whenever I have, like, inspiration. Success, but that's just more room for me to come in and fix it. Fix everything! Do it! Just do it! Sometimes you gotta look at your favorite, like, fandoms and you're like, you know what, this kind of is fucked up and stupid. I could make it better. And then you do. And then everything is okay, and it's like a rainbow. Everything is great and blessed, and I love it. Let me get situated. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna be so for real, guys. I got, like, no sleep last night. I got maybe 4 hours. Oh, I hate ads. I'm sorry. But I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so this might go off the walls. I'm not sure yet. I had a flare-up last night, and I'm still kind of in a flare-up. It's not as bad, though. And I have a heating pad on my back right now to keep it manageable while I'm streaming, because I really wanted to stream, but my back had a flare-up. So, like, I am having a great time. Let's leave it at that. I'm having a great time. But I got a heating pad. I've taken my relaxers. We're all good. Everything's chill. We're having a great time. We're having a grand old time. Yee! I love how wiggly wobbly my ears are. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how delirious I'm gonna be. So fair warning, for delirium. Because that might be a thing. I don't know yet. You guys will have to be the judges of that. I'm just built for this. Okay. I just stream. You guys have to tell me if everything's okay. But okay. Crack our knuckles, stretch our legs. Be prepared. Jesus Christ, yawn, because that's apparently a thing. I forgot I have Brobama in the corner, and I love Brobama. That's just staying in the corner. I love Brobama. Anyways. We're back with my babies. We already talked about these yesterday, my Fomorians. We talked about 3 yesterday. We managed 3 before stream crashed. And I had a breakdown. It's fine. Anyways, my Fomorians, my wonderful blood cows. And then we talked about stone elves, another one of my races that I absolutely love. Because, listen, I think we should just have more freedom with what the fuck elves are. I've got some interesting news. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna put that in the back of our minds for now. Stone elves, I love them. And then deep stone elves, I love them. We got into them. I also, I got to update their color palettes because usually it's just a generic color palette, but I managed to get these ones in, which I'm very happy with. I got them for them too. These. They're fun. I love them. I wish I could make these glow. Actually, can I? No, I can't. Damn it. If only. Because, these are, kind of... I wanted to go, a color range of, the bioluminescent markings that can be on deep stone elves. Because they're bioluminescent. They glow in the dark. Oh my goodness. Oh my goody gosh goodness. Anyways. I love them so much. They glow in the dark. They have... Okay, if you've ever seen deep sea fish, looking up images might be freaky. You know, that's fine. Deep sea fish eyes. They look blind and they're very large. These aren't very good images. They got very large eyes. They look blind, but it's because they have to take in so much more light because they're so deep underwater that they got kind of bug eyes. They got large bug eyes that kind of look blind. And if you brought a deep stone elf to the top, you kind of would blind them. You'd blind the shit out of them. They're very sensitive to light because of their eyes. They're used to living in caves, very deep, dark caves. And yeah, I love them dearly. They're really cool looking. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. They got stripes. I love them. And then, okay, now we're gonna get into the races that we didn't get to go over yesterday that I made up that are just existing in my universe. Should I be wearing glasses? Yeah, I'm gonna get glasses because we're gonna be all smart and shit. So let me put on glasses. I gotta look straight forward. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one sec. I gotta hold my face straight. There we go. Calibrated. And now that it's calibrated, we add glasses. Okay, let's see if I can get these to be on correctly. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. They look silly, but it's okay. We deal with it. Oop, I made myself small. Oop, too large. There we go. There we go. Here we are. Okay. Now we have our intelligent glasses on. We are smart as hell now. Okay. Hem. So I made stone elves and then deep stone elves, and then I was like, I could fuck around with elves more. Because listen, elves are boring. I'm sorry. That is the most boring D&D race. I'm tired of them. Give me like some other species kind of like things, not like old humans with pointy ears. Give me more shit. You hear me? Do you understand the words that I am saying? Elves are boring. I'm so sorry. They're boring. So I made more. I have stone elves, deep stone elves, and then I made wood elves, which are technically already a thing. But when I looked at wood elves, I was like, these are just elves that live in the forest? That are possibly a little more like druidic? Boring. Even more boring. Why did we not give them tails? So I gave them tails. Wood elves have tails. They have tails. Like, listen, they do. These fuckers have tails for jumping and climbing in trees for better balance, and then similar aspects to like spider monkeys, which is you can hold yourself with your tail and other shit. Your tail is prehensile. They have prehensile tails that they can use. They got tails! I wanted elves with tails, so I made them have tails. I gave them tails. I love them with tails. This is when I talk about the fact that like elves are boring, it's stuff like this. You made wood elves a different thing than normal elves, but they're still basically the same. Get out of here. Get creative with your elves. So I have wood elves and I love them so dearly. They got tails. They have a little bit more like nature based compared to like stone elves. Stone elves, rocky exteriors. These are more woodsy. They got a different kind of woodsy color palette, a lot of golds and greens and browns. Meanwhile, stone elves and deep stone elves have more of like a desaturated color palette, if that makes sense. I love them dearly. There's another word I'm thinking of. It's like balance and dexterity. I'll say dexterity for now because I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. Okay, I love them so dearly. I'm definitely getting more of like gatherer vibes. I think this is where like the stereotype that like elves are vegan comes from, is wood elves, and their little ass tails. And it's like, aren't elves vegans? And it's like, wood elves are maybe. Wood elves are. do we look like wood elves? And it's like, no, I don't know. I don't know what you are. And it's like, I'm a wood elf. They're great. I love them so dearly. Mostly mushrooms and deep sea fish, so a lot of like fishing things. I'm gonna be annoying every day. That's my secret. Yeah, so mostly like mushrooms, fungi, and deep sea creatures for deep stone elves. Stone elves usually have like a lot of more hardy crops, things that can survive the harsh weather in mountains, and then hunting mountainous creatures like boars and deer. Meanwhile, wood elves is a stereotype of like, oh, they're vegans and they only eat what nature provides them, and they're all peace, love, and plants and shit. That's them, but they have tails. Johnny, I gave wood elves tails and I'm not changing my mind. What do you mean? What do you mean these people that have evolved to be like living in the forest and be one with nature don't have tails? Give them tails for jumping through trees. Spider monkey that shit, you know? I'm trying to think of more things to like kind of as a descriptor for wood elves besides the fact that they got tails. Long as tails. They got long tails. I love them dearly. No, leave it like that for now. They probably look like the most like easily human is wood elves. And I adore them for that. But it's like you also like you see a person with pointy ears and a tail and you're like, wood elf. I'm also just imagining like a pair of twins that are half elves and like one of them inheriting a tail and the other one doesn't from their wood elf heritage, which is very fun. Very fun. Very tasty to me. Yeah, I think they're the most common. You find wood elves everywhere. Which is where like the stereotype of, oh, elves are vegans comes from, is because most people meet a wood elf. Sorry I missed what you said about me. Was having a convo at work about how I'm not hitting to my full potential. What did I say about you? Did I say something? I'm confused. But also, yeah, you're not hating to your full potential. Most people aren't hating to their full potential. I need people to be more bastards. We need it. Just get on it. Chop chop. I caught my name. I don't remember anything. But hi, Johnny. Hello, Johnny. I am making wood elves, and they have tails. Prehensile tails. I will stand by this. I love them dearly. I love them dearly. I keep forgetting to put, like, locations and stuff. Anyways, woodlands. Usually in woodlands. They can be basically found anywhere. They're really common. Like 800, 1000 is like the pushing it on the age kind of range. Elle's gonna live a long ass time. Heights. Human. Human heights. And then I need these guys to have locations and stuff. There we go. Okay. Underground caves. They live in caves. Age range. Yeah, similar. Oh, I almost said 10,000. Nope, 1,000. Heights. They're a little taller than humans. They're usually around like 6 to 7 feet. Like, listen, like a short one would be 6 feet tall for them. I love them dearly. Stone elves. Elves. Mountains / high altitudes. 800 to 1,000. And their heights is human. Human. I love them dearly, unlike the freaks that is Fomorians that can be 8 feet taller sometimes. I love them. I love wood elves. It's like, in my brain, wood elves are like what you would like think of when you think of elves in this universe. There's normal elves, but most of them are like Fey realm, and occasionally you can find like elves. But like if you're talking like most common that you can see in Eurydia just on the street randomly is wood elves. You would find more wood elves than any other elf race. Okay, hair. Light to dark, possible. Basically, if it's a human tone, it can be skin. Usually, like, browns and greens for eye color. They rarely ever have, like, other eye colors. Once again, like, this character right here that I randomly designed, one eye is blue, because they have heterochromia, which can happen. It's just a lot rarer. Usually it's an indicator that they have, like, another race in their bloodline somewhere, or they're a half elf. You know? Small things. It's the small things. I love them dearly. Their tails usually match their hair colors. Man, I hate the fact that this thing tries to correct me when I spell colors the way I did. And then, once again, inherent, woven, magic. Oh, wait. There we go. How sensitive are the tails? Well, okay, since here's a thing you need to understand. This is just a thing to go with like nature, is in general, if something is prehensile, like it's dexterous, you can use it as like another limb. It has to have the same kind of sensitivity as your own hands would. Because it has to be able to like physically feel what it's grabbing in the same way that the palm of your hand can. So as sensitive as hands would be is how sensitive the tail would be, which is pretty fucking sensitive. We have a lot of nerves in our hands. Mine are like all shot, but we have a lot of nerves in our hands. So yeah, basically as sensitive as the palm of your hand would be. Which means ticklish. You can tickle their tails, I promise. It's okay, Johnny. I know what you are. You're great. 10 out of 10. I love them. I love them. I love them dearly. Give me more elf races. Is that too much to ask? Stone elves are my favorite. I love stone elves. I really like stone elves. And then I like deep stone elves a lot too, and I love my wood elves. I'm glad I made more elf races because listen, I said it before, I'll say it again. Elves are boring. I'm sorry. They're boring to me. I'm not a fan of elves usually. They're just really boring to me. I need more options. Like, give me more shit with elves. Like, come on. Give me some fun gimmicks. Half the time I, like, read about, like, elves are, like, originally from the Fae realm, but, like, they got no bits to tell me that they're Fae related. Like, give me some freaky bits. Make them have bits and shit, you know? They got goat legs. And they got bioluminescent markings. Luminescent. And they got tails. I love it. I love them dearly. Okay. I wish I had Nana here for this next one. Because we're moving on from the elves after this. Those are the 3 elves that I currently have in my, like, roster of, like, races. So technically we're moving on now. And I love them dearly. Wait, did I get everybody's locations? Yes, I did. Okay. Gotta get back to work. Go to work. Have fun. Stay safe. Make good choices. These next ones is called the Fakelo Vulcan. Or Fakelo Volk, if it's just one. The Vulcan is, like, plural. These are wolves. Hate to your full potential. Do it. Be a hater in the best way possible. Hate in the way that you wish people would hate you. That sounds insane, but you know what I mean. Anyways, these, I'm gonna call them torch wolves because that's words easier. Monica! Hi, Monica! Hello, Monica! Hi! Hello, good evening, good afternoon! Hi! We're talking about my beautiful things, which I need to grab the name of these because they have a longer name. But that longer name is in DMs with Banana. Okay. Okay, where are they? Where are they? I have the notes. Because Nana, like... There they are. Oh, hi, Icky! Hello, you too! Welcome! And don't ask me to try to say this word, because I can't say this. It's like, it's a word, that's for sure. Copy. There we go. Copy and paste it. This is like a baby child of me and Nana. This... I'm gonna be so for real. This originated in Genshin Impact because Nana has an OC that I absolutely adore with my entire heart named Arete. And it started out as like a character concept for Genshin Impact. And then we were like, we could bring these OCs into like my original universe of Eurydia. And so we were like, okay, we need to like workshop some shit. So I workshopped some shit with this like fantasy race that we've already invented. So it's now in the universe, our universe. But okay. Here we go. Wow, that copied everything. Jesus Christ. Come on. Really? Come on. Come on! I'm gonna kill myself. There we go. Jesus Christ. I hate when it does that. I try to copy one thing and it copies everything. There we go. There we go. Jesus Christ! I didn't even... There we go. Anyways, hi guys. I love you guys so much. I'm going to kill myself though. Torch wolves. We're gonna call them torch wolves because it's easier. Writing it out would have been way easier. Probably. Yes, you're foofers. It's a foofus. It's a fwafwas. A fwafwa. Nana, I had to invent how you say this in the plural. I don't know if I did it correctly. I was like, if you had like an EN at the end, that looks plural. Like a Facello Vulcan, that looks like the plural for a Facello Volk. I think. I don't know. It sounded plural in my head when you put it like that. And then I try to find some images of these guys. It feels very plural, yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Bledny? I don't know Russian or any other like Balkan or Baltic language. I don't know those languages. So like we're winging it over here. Hi everybody. But these are pale torch wolves. They technically are a fae folk. They're also sometimes called spirit wolves. That's like the original name that we just had when we had no fucking clue what to call these guys yet. But they're great. I love them dearly. I love them so much. One sec, Nana wrote something. I gotta read this real quick. It has nothing to do with this. It's about My Hero Academia. Give me a minute. Oh, my heart. Oh. Oh, okay, anyways, so sorry. So sorry to interrupt this. Oh my god. Icky! You're on a streak. I love that for you. I love that for you. Mwah. You're getting a I don't care if you don't want kisses. I will kiss your message instead if you don't want the kisses. Let me get the notes that we have about pale torch wolves because they're somewhere in here. And they're specifically called pale torch wolves because they are traditionally all white. There are like black torch wolves, but those are technically a different name for them. We'll get into it. Let me find the notes. Okay, wait. That's the original idea for when they were in the Genshin Impact. That's when they were in Genshin Impact. Which it still can technically work because we do have a dead moon in Eurydia. One of the moons is dead. Like, wait. Same vibes. Let me... Okay, we're gonna look this up real quick. Okay, like this way that the moon is, like it got blown up and there's just like craters going around it like this. One of the moons looks like that in the sky. I wish. Wanna do what? Wait, no, that's... There we go. Like that. Like that. One of the moons looks like that in the sky. It's all fucky-wucky and destroyed. Mm-hmm. And then and then the second moon in the sky is perfectly fine in a normal functioning moon. It's because one of the moon gods is dead. The old god of the moon is dead, and the current moon god is alive. So technically they can be of like a bygone era of the former moon god. And these are like giant white wolves. This image is like to size of how large a purebred torch wolf can be. Like human wolf. That's like a full size, like purebred torch wolf. We do have not purebred torch wolves. Once again, Nana's character Arete isn't a purebred torch wolf. But we love her anyways because she's my Skrunkly and I adore her with every fiber of my being. But there... Okay, wait, I gotta read more because I can't... I'm not good at putting these into words. Yeah, they guide and protect those lost in the desolate frozen wilds of the Northern Circle in this universe. Snezhnaya and Genshin Impact. We're not in Genshin Impact anymore. I love them. Arete beloved! Arete! Yee, I love them. I love them. Torch wolves are my faves. They're one of my favorites that, like, I've just, like, had help with making because, listen, I can make shit up. I like having my friends that make shit up with me, though. It's very fun. Ooh, good crack. I don't know if you guys can hear when I crack my knuckles, but I just had a nice, stopping wet crack. That was great. I loved that. My nails are all crackly. But yeah, they're huge, massive, these big white wolves. There are black ones, which are said to be kind of like an omen. Whether it's an omen of like ill fate or not is kind of up to you. There sure are an omen. They're great. I love them. I adore them. Yeah. Okay, now I gotta... If this thing doesn't let me do the thing with the other name, because I'm not typing that out. I don't know how to type it out. Okay, there's the word. There we go. Okay, and let me highlight. Hopefully, let me highlight correctly. Hi, Zama. Hello. And let me do it. There we go. Okay. And then I want to like grab exactly what Nana said about these. But where the fuck? Let me. This thing hates me. Okay, there it is. Hopefully that worked. If it didn't, I'm gonna have a breakdown. Here we go, it worked! There we go. There's pear torch wolves or night torch wolves. And they're great, and I love them dearly. Arete would be a night torch wolf, technically. If a purebred. It's great. I love them. Wait, okay, Nana. Important, slightly important. Important to me and my sanity. Are these only found in Northward? Or can they be found near the South Pole as well? Because in, like, actual human Earth, the human planet, torch wolf, or, like, wolves can only be found in the northern Arctic Circle, or found in the Arctic Circle. They cannot be found in the Antarctic. So is it similar of, like, these can only be found north and not south? Answer at your own discretion. I just need to know for my own sanity. There we go. Oh, fuck. How old can these be? They can live a long-ass time. I'm gonna put theirs... I'm gonna put the 900 to 1,000 age range, so it's similar to other fey creatures that we already have established. That sounds like a reasonable age range. Fucking 8 to 10 feet. That's probably larger than 8 to 10 feet. More like 10 to 12, probably. Let's go with that. 10 to 12. 122. Jesus! Yeah, 10 to 12 feet sounds reasonable. They're huge. And then, like, not purebreds can be around, like, anywhere from 8 to 10. They can't get as large as a purebred, but they can get pretty large. Probably only found in the north, but I think it's because there's so few of them nowadays. There were more when their god was alive, but now that there's not a lot of them, so there's more commonly found in the north. Okay, that. I hate when it does that. I'm going to kill myself. We're doing great. I love this. We're so swag and cool. Anyways, okay. They don't really have hair, but fur. Very floofy. They're very floofy. Beep. Eye color. Well, okay. Is a red tape an anomaly? Or do you think torch wolves can have red eyes. What is their eye range? Because I was thinking more of like paler colors like grays and blues. But then I was like, Arete has red eyes. But like, what's that? That was Arete's dad's eye color, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. I have to look up Arete's dad again. God damn it, I don't remember. Where's Arete's dad? Oh, we talk about these bitches a lot. Arete alone has 18 pages in our DMs. Jesus Christ. I can't find Arete's dad. I can't find it. Yeah, it was. Okay. I don't have to keep trying to search. So, like, okay, eye range, are we thinking, like, grays and blues? And, like, kind of in that range of, like, cool tones? I think their eye colors aren't important because their ancestors also... That's true. She also had red eyes. Okay. Okay. Any color under the rainbow. These bitches. Stop. Okay. I hate... I'm gonna kill myself. Okay. Anyways. Threatening things helps. Your mouse will start cooperating with you. They're called night torch wolves. There we go. Good shit. Get over the choices. Eee. So cool. I love them. Oh, I should include that image, actually, for examples for the torch wolves. Where's that image? Give me that image. No, I'm not Googling Arete anymore. No, this is when we were talking. This is not it. Oh, fuck. Okay, wait, we're going back down. I have so much mic. Ah! We have so much shit. Okay, wait. Here we are. Here we are. There we are. There we are. I'll get rid of this one. No, not duplicate. I press delete. And then move that one up. There we go. And I can... Yee! Okay. You got wispy. You're all wispy. I love them dearly. Okay. Also, I can feel my mouse about to die, which I think is why it's acting up right now. 1 second, I need to go grab a new battery. Hold on. Everybody pause. Do I have a BRB screen? I don't have a BRB screen. Everyone, be cool. Be chill. Everyone be chill. Y'all better have been chill. I hope you guys were chill. I don't know if this is better. I can't tell yet because all the batteries that we have in our bathroom right now were also charging. So I don't know if this is fully charged or not. So I kind of just yoinked the battery. We're all good. Everything's fine. I love them. Oh, you but you but sound this one support renown. Okay, finish. Excellent. Wolf stuff. They judge souls, yeah. Oh. We love them! Yay! So I'm gonna eat. There we go. A little more coherent for my brain. We have so many species. I love my deep stone elves, and I love my stone elves. And of course my Fomorians. I think my favorite are Fomorians and the Torch Wolves. I think those are my favorite, mostly because those are the ones that Nana made and the ones that I made. I cannot talk about how much I love Fomorians. I need to shut the fuck up about them. What the heck? You guys loading? Oh, that was too large. Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, stone elves, Fomorians. Wood elves loading? Wood elves are loading. I love them. Yeah, I have a Rete somewhere. Somewhere in these, like, parapets of stone, there is the images I have of a Rete somewhere. Actually, Rete is my computer background. Currently. It's Rete, Nestor, and Ajax, who is very much 100% definitely my own original character. I didn't get him for anywhere. No siree. We did not steal Ajax from Genshin because he's ours now. That didn't happen. I don't know what anybody's talking about. Nope, we didn't confiscate him. What are you talking about? Where are you? Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. That's crazy. Anyway. Okay, anyways. Yeah, and then Nana will like this one. Nana. You'll like this one. This is one I've talked about briefly with some of the other characters that I have already established, including Edelwolf, the Emperor Tyrant of the Orthellan Empire, which most of, like, my plot is surrounded around currently. Anyways, Edelwolf, my beloved beautiful man. And that is Draconian Bloodlines, which is technically a separate race in this universe. Because any motherfucker can say, oh, I have dragon blood in me. But it's like very specific when you can tell somebody is of a Draconian bloodline. You know, it's like saying you're, like, family is Italian and then, like, being from Italy. You know, same vibes. Draconian bloodlines, they're great. I love them so much. But yeah, characters like Edelwolf, my character Mirage Fontaine from the Aldera Kingdom, she is of a Draconian bloodline as well. And then this is a random character I made up. because I needed another character. There's also, like, yeah, once again, there's a difference between saying you have dragon blood in you and then being of a draconian bloodline, which is very rare nowadays, besides, like, very high echelon nobility houses. Because, the ancient dragons that draconian bloodlines originate from are all gone. There's dragons still. Like, dragons exist. But, like, ancient dragons that the draconian bloodlines come from are all gone. I had written down the stuff about the little dragon dude your Fomorian basically adopted. For real! You shopped fishing? I wasn't fishing today. I guess, if you mean, like, streaming fishing, I was gonna do that tomorrow. I usually do writing streams. But hi, Sousa! Hello! Yeah, we're not fishing today. Wow. Ancient dragons. Anciente. Do we even have an image of that little baby dragon? I can't remember. And I didn't want to hunt it down. Do we have an image? I can't remember. I might find it later and put it on this too. Because technically he's from a draconian bloodline, but is a direct descendant. Complicated. Sir Draconian bloodline because he has very obvious dragon features. Yeah, once again, this is like because dragons are, or ancient dragons are now extinct, technically. I'll go get him. Fuck yeah, thank you. So he would be a direct descendant of a draconian bloodline, aka like a first generation draconian bloodline. These guys are all people that have draconian bloodlines, but it's been generations now. So they look, for all intents and purposes, human-like. Or human-like enough to get away with it. They can get away with, like, the way that they look. You know? Those vibes. And then once again, draconian bloodlines can also be dormant. And people won't show necessarily that they're even of a draconian bloodline until, like, generations later. It can happen. For example, Mirage Fontaine is the only child in her current family that is showing any signs of, like, having powers and abilities of a draconian bloodline. Great time. 10 out of 10. It's great. It comes with a lot of perks and a lot of fuck-ups. It's great. I love draconian bloodlines. They're one of my favorite. And also, one of my most convoluted of, like, any of the, like, fantasy races I've made. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I have one character from the Naldera Kingdom, one character from the Arthellan Empire. I'm thinking of making this character from that continent that I started thinking about with some of my other characters that I have ideas for. Which is, like, a continent that's below Eredurn. So, like, there's Eredurn, this continent below it, and then somewhere in that, like, gulf right there is the Angelic Sea, and that is where the Pirates of Spite is located, aka where the Pirate King resides. So it's like, I have the Western Hemisphere down in my head. The Western Hemisphere is beginning to exist in my head. Eastern Hemisphere, I haven't thought a fucking clue about it. No idea what I want to do with that. We're ignoring that fact. I don't know what to do with it. I love them so much. I'm jamming out. I love this music in the background right now. It's so good. Anywhere. God. Insane age range, but unfortunately, like, it just depends on which traits you start manifesting within, like, having a draconic bloodline. Like, you could have your, like, human ancestry's lifespan, or you could have a draconic lifespan and live for hundreds, thousands of years. It just depends. They usually have human heights. They're great. I love them. 10 out of 10. Oh, wait, did Nana at me? Oh, yeah! Your baby! Here he is, baby! Okay, wait, I gotta move. I gotta shift. Gotta move shit. There we go. Just actually squeeze this in a little bit. I want to get rid of that. Oh, I can make this slightly larger. There we go. And then upload. Here's the baby. The baby. The baby. I would like to see the baby. I'd like to see the baby. There we go. Okay. Me. So they look the most human out of any of like the races. It's when you actually meet them, it's very obvious that they are not human. Unlike anyone can say they have dragon blood in them. Like that's obvious. Makes you maybe a little bit more hardy than like a normal human. Maybe have some inherent magic. But like being of a draconian bloodline, you're like it's obvious to anybody that meets you that you're not human. It's very fun, very tasty. I love them dearly. Gotta crack my knuckles 1 sec. My knuckles are very crackly today. I'm so sorry. I think it's because my back is in pain. I'm suffering as we speak, and it's okay. Here. Any color. Yeah, any color, really. Fun time. Like, Mirage has yellow eyes. Adawolf is albino, which is its entire separate thing of, like, taboo shit. She has pink eyes. I hurried to reply to the picture because I was getting a call at the same time. Oh! And then I believe the baby has black eyes. The baby has black eyes. I would like to see the baby. God, I love making D&D races. Just random fantasy shit. Um, um, I got, like, listen, there's some indications. Or I forgot. There's, okay. Adewolf is complicated. I don't know all of the draconian types. I know an ancient white dragon. Chaos magic. White dragons are scary. Horrifying. Think Reshiram. Yeah, if you want to think Reshiram. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm thinking about that with black dragons as well for Zekrom. Electric base. Storm powers. There's more, but like, yeah. White dragons and black dragons, you know what? Nobody needs to know that they're based off of Reshiram and Zekrom. Nobody needs to know that. Nobody needs to know. Yeah, but the types that I can think of is sea dragons, white dragons, or not dragons, but like one blood type specifically is the ancient sea dragon, the ancient white dragon, ancient black dragon, ancient ice dragon, and then possibly a sixth one. I don't know yet. Probably more ancient dragons, but they are all completely gone. There are no ancient dragons left. There are normal dragons, which those you can find in some places, and they have children, and those are usually like what people think of with like dragons and like the dragon people. I forgot what they're called. They probably have a name. I don't remember it. I don't know their name. It just depends. And yeah, like normal dragons cannot shapeshift or anything like that. Out of 10. This is also one of the few ways in universe that somebody can learn magic without having like a magical focus, is being of a draconian bloodline. A few of the ways that so far is if you're an elf, if you have draconian bloodline, if you're Fomorian from the Fomorian coast, because they have inherent magic. If you don't have inherent magic in like your bloodline or in your family ancestry, you're fucked. It's hard. But anyways, I love them dearly. I love them. Dracones. Adolf is a special case. I love him. He's great. 10 out of 10. Is he a tyrant? Yes. Is he the best father ever to Graham? Also, yes. Graham, if you didn't know, is my lovely baby girl. I adore her. I don't know what she is yet. She's not of a draconian bloodline. She is something. She doesn't know what she is. She was adopted by Adelwulf as the heir to the entire Orthellan Empire. And she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how she got here. She called him a bitch. And then he's like, you know what? I'm taking you home with me. You will become my daughter. And everyone's like, hold on. Pause. Hold the phone. What do you mean? Hold on. It was a great time. 10 out of 10. Adolf is great. I love him. He's albino, which is considered a kind of a taboo in the Orthellan Empire. It's kind of like a really bad omen almost of like the Orthellan Empire will fall because they have an albino child. And it's great. It's great. I love him so much. He's great. I love him so much. Anyways. These are all my races that I have so far that I can remember. Draconian bloodlines, the Torch Wolves, Wood Elves, Deep Stone Elves, Stone Elves, and Fomorians. Fomorians are my favorite. I could talk about them forever. Like, okay, listen, I have all of this info about Fomorians. Just sitting somewhere in my Canva. They're great. They live on a coastline outside of the Orthellan Empire, but bordering the Orthellan Empire. They're considered pretty independent because nobody really wants to fuck with a group of people that live on top of one of the resting places of an ancient old god. Because the Morai lives beneath the coastline that they call home, and it's great. And they do a lot of blood sacrifices and stuff. Blood is very integral to their people and their entire way of life. And unfortunately, a lot of people think that looks fucking weird, and it's like horrifying. These peaceful looking cow people make blood sacrifices, and it's like, it's not like they're killing people. It's a blood sacrifice, not a human sacrifice. Calm down, Jesus Christ. You know? I love them. I love them so dearly. Stone elves. Deep stone elves. Wood elves. Torch wolves, because I can't say that word. And draconian bloodlines. We got all the gang. The gang's all here. We did it, folks. And you know what? This means we gotta find somebody to raid now. This was a shorter stream, but that's okay. Because my back is starting to hurt again. I need to lay down. This is the problem. This is the struggle of being in constant pain. Being chronically ill is not fun. Anyone I know? No, not really. God darn it. That's okay. When in doubt, you know what to do. Re-raid the wolf conservation. Okay. What you... Here we go. Okay, we're gonna read the wolf conservation. Thank you all for putting up with my bullshit and listening to me rant for like hours on end, because I just do that. And I'm sorry it was a short stream. I promise when my back is not attempting to murder me, I will have a longer stream. And we'll get into it. I'll rant. I don't think... Do you guys want to put up with me streaming for like 4 hours on the fishing SMP again? Because I'll do that. Unfortunately, I am on there every day still. I'm still a chronic fisher. Anyways, I love you guys. I adore you guys. Mwah. Mwah. You guys know the rules. Be good, be nice and kind. If you're not good and nice and kind, I'll hear about it like an angry teacher at the bad sub report, and nobody wants that, okay? Don't be assholes. Don't be bitches. You guys know our other rule. Don't lie to paramedics. Don't lie to your lawyers. Allegedly, though, you can lie to cops, but didn't hear shit from me, okay? Didn't hear anything from me. I didn't say anything to you guys. I'm going to the ending screen. Good night. Sleep tight, everybody. Good night.